Hi, everyone, and welcome back. Today, we're diving into one of my favorite topics, retro revival fashion, or why the past still looks so good. Retro style isn't just about nostalgia, it's a celebration of the decades that shaped our wardrobes. From the elegance of the 1950s to the colorful chaos of the 70s and the minimalist cool of the 90s, some trends simply refuse to age. What is retro revival fashion? So, what exactly is retro revival fashion? Think of it as remixing fashion history. You take the best pieces from the past, update them with a modern twist, and voila, a vintage look without the mothballs. Here's a quick cheat sheet. Less than 20 years old? That's retro. Between 20 and 100 years? That's vintage. Over 100? Congratulations, you're wearing a museum piece. The eras that defined retro style. Let's take a quick tour through time. 1920s to 1960s, the age of timeless elegance. Flapper dresses and Coco Chanel headbands freed women from corsets. The 1950s adored femininity with Marilyn Monroe and Audrey Hepburn. And the 60s dared with mini skirts, bobs, and bold geometric prints. 1970s to 1990s, the era of freedom and fun. The 70s brought bell-bottoms and wild prints. The 80s gave us big hair, big shoulders, and bigger jewelry. Then came the 90s, sleek, simple, and effortlessly cool with slip dresses, high-waisted jeans, and chunky sneakers. Style tip: a 70s shirt, 90s jeans, and a vintage necklace from Zaza of Canada. That's the kind of timeless mix that always works. Why we still love retro. Why do we keep going back to vintage? Because like a good wine, it just gets better with time. Vintage clothes have character. They were made to last, not just to survive one Instagram photo. They're versatile, eco-friendly, and let you express who you really are, far away from fast fashion clones. When retro meets modern, designers today are reinventing old silhouettes with new fabrics and sustainable materials. Imagine a 70s trench coat with check glass buttons, a 60s dress refreshed with a brooch, or a 90s sweater upgraded with a vintage necklace. That's the perfect marriage of past and present. The vintage treasure hunt. Now let's talk about the thrill of the hunt. Vintage shops and secondhand stores have become treasure maps for style lovers. You'll find handmade pieces, unique fabrics, and details that modern fashion just doesn't make anymore. And yes, that magical feeling of finding the one. The dress, the skirt, or those impossible shoes that you buy anyway, even if they're not your size. The retro mindset. The retro revival is more than a trend. It's a mindset. It's about celebrating craftsmanship, embracing sustainability, and having fun with your style.